When we think of Egypt, its pharaohs come to mind first. They inspired us with their impressive architectural skills and religious and artistic heritage. But what was daily life like for ordinary Egyptians? Here are 12 little-known facts that Egyptologist Joyce Tyldesley has found about daily life in Egypt. The population of ancient Egypt was organized in a social pyramid. At the bottom were slaves and servants. They worked on the estates of farmers, the king, the elite, and the temples. Then came the skilled and semi-skilled artisans, soldiers and sailors. They worked on big state projects like tombs and temples. Above these are the educated professional classes, including clerks, accountants, and doctors. Finally came the nobility and the elite who controlled most of Egypt's wealth. The royal family remained exclusive and remote at the top of the pyramid, while the king or pharaoh, the only mortal thought to be able to communicate effectively with the state gods, was above everyone else. Egypt had the highest birth rate in the ancient world. Still, things were far from perfect. Diseases and accidents could not be avoided, and there was no welfare program to protect the unfortunate. The family was the only reliable support mechanism, an institution of immense importance where marriage was practical rather than a romantic bond. Everyone was getting married, even gods and goddesses. An unmarried man was considered incomplete. They were advised to marry early and father as many children as possible, condemned to live the lives of their parents. Boys were trained in trades and professions by their fathers and uncles, while girls stayed at home to learn a trade from their mothers. In their early teens, the girls would marry and the cycle would begin again. Demographic roles within marriage were important. Husbands and wives had complementary but different roles within marriage. While the husband worked outside the home, earning the provisions to feed the family, the wife or lady of the house ran the household, providing food, drink, clothing, and cleaning services. To reflect this traditional division of labor, Egyptian artists depict women as pale-skinned indoor people and men as darker-skinned outdoor workers. Women had the same legal rights as men. Most married women spent most of their lives either pregnant or breastfeeding. Mothers showed they were preparing for childbirth by taking off their clothes and wearing their hair open. This was considered a privilege available to very few. Mothers breastfed their babies for up to 3 years. Egypt had a fertile land, and under normal circumstances, no one went hungry. Food was grown at home, hunted or traded in the market. There was no money. Water was obtained from wells built by Egyptians, from the Nile, or from irrigation canals. They were highly advanced in health. For treatment, they used a combination of scientific techniques, observation and diagnosis, and magical rituals, spells, and amulets. Patients were treated with prescribed human milk, considered a particularly effective ingredient, and minor surgeries were performed, although mummification made the Egyptians aware of the arrangement of internal organs. Their understanding of the body system was wrong. They believed there was a network of channels centered on the heart, which included blood vessels, tear ducts, and nerves. Obstructions in this system would cause floods and droughts in different parts of the body. Egyptians worshipped thousands of gods. Finally, death in ancient Egypt was not considered the absolute end of life. The Egyptians believed that it was possible to live again if the corpse was preserved in a living form as a bridge between the soul of the dead and the land of the living. Thus, as soon as possible after death, the body was stripped, washed, and mummified. It was then filled with natron salt. It was left for up to 40 days until it was completely dry, after which the dried body was anointed, bandaged, and buried. But not everyone could afford it. The vast majority of the population was buried unembalmed in simple desert tombs. So what kind of afterlife did the Egyptians expect? We will probably never know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications.